Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Roy's Tie-Dye Sci-Fi Corner. This is episode number 302, Predator, the classic 1987 sci-fi film starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and a whole lot of testosterone. And with me tonight to discuss this classic from 1987 is my friend, my co-host, Ross Amico. Hey, Ross.
Also full of testosterone.
And I also should say Elpidia Carrillo. She actually, I think, had like second or third billing. Actually, I believe she had third billing in this movie. If not,
yeah.
Carl Weathers was number 2 on the list.
I was actually surprised that there was going to be a woman in the movie. How are they going to swing this? I thought.
How are you, Ross?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Yeah, new beginnings this week. I started a new work, and things, off to a new fresh start, and it's been great. So I'm very excited, very pleased about that. It's also been a mixture of summer weather in the earlier part of the week, and it's been spring into fall the latter part of the week.
This is why I've been like borderline sick for the past 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was sick the week before, but then past 3 days I've had a sore throat, but it seems to have cleared up. So. And I don't think it's allergies. I never had allergies, but I don't know. I'm getting old now, so who knows?
Yeah, well, they do. You know what they say? Your body changes every 7 years. So
yeah.
But that, if you go on by the clock, that should have happened to you about like 4 years ago. So maybe that's not it.
My body changes. My body changes more frequently than I change a sweater. Watch closely when Roy puts up the shout outs at the end. I think I'm still wearing the same sweater. Or at least the same make, same model.
Oh, shoot.
I'm like an action figure.
Speaking of fatigues, Ross, I wore my in regards to this film. I thought I would
see that.
Yeah.
You're invisible there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
I know. You're very, very, very Predator. Yeah, right. Like Arnold. Yeah.
Anyway, I want to say hi to the folks that are joining us. And out there first is the Hague. And he's saying, get to the chopper. John is joining us from Pennsylvania. Welcome, John. Great to see you out there. And joining us from down under, from Australia, is James Michael Avalos. Hey, James. And he's also saying, get to the choppers. Yeah, and I remember this line from the movie. In fact, I was quoting it to Sherry when we were watching. I said, I think Arnie's got a line coming up. And the Hague is going, you are one ugly looking ...
Well, let's face it, the screenplay isn't Shakespeare.
Oh, boy. Sherry's saying, hey, guys. Really enjoyed watching this movie again. So action-packed. Love the effects and the lighting and the music and the acting. Just a great movie. And
then something.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, better than Swamp Thing. And then she said, instead of the eyes, it's the arms.
Farewell to arms.
Although there was a scene in here, and I said the eyes, Rex, the eyes.
The eyes. Farewell to arms. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Farewell to arms. James said it's a feel good movie just with blood and great one-liners. It really is. You're right, James. The Hague said to you, Ross, you're as sick as the kids would say. Shari said my body changes every 7 months. Lots of laughs. And the Hague is saying Shakespeare longed to write stuff like this.
Well, he wrote plenty of body stuff for the rabble. And plenty of bloody stuff too. Yeah,
this is true.
But he did it more poetically.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know,
more clever.
More blood on my hands.
Yeah. There weren't quite so many vagina jokes.
Oh, geez.
Well, there were some. I could probably come up with a few.
Oh, that's all right. Oh, boy.
Google it.
Yeah. Stop making fun of Ryan. Ryan. Stop making fun of where Warren lives. It's called Regina. Oh, shoot. Hey, Lou. Lou is joining us from Rhode Island. Great to see you out there, Lou.
See, we woke Lou up.
Yeah, he said, yep, exactly.
Hey, Lou.
Oh, boy. Glad you're doing well, and I'm glad you're out there, Lou. Oh, my God.
Exactly. Anybody who likes this movie is saying that right now.
I said Regina. It's a city in Canada. Get it right. Oh my God. And Paul's jumping in on this now. Where are the fans? God. Oh God. This was a PG. This was a family show.
Yeah. It's okay. We're using the technical,
Yeah, there you go. Anyway.
Medical term there.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, welcome everyone. Now that we got the pleasantries out of the way.
Muy caliente.
Jeez. No, and I agree with James. This is a feel-good movie. It really is. It's a fun movie. And Ross, did you see this when it first came out?
I have never seen this movie until today.
You never saw this movie?
This has been a hole in my cultural awareness. I mean, I knew about the Predator, of course, but I've never seen a Predator movie. So
wow.
And we were trying to figure out what to do. And at the 11th hour yesterday, Roy goes, "Oh, how about Predator?" I said, "Yeah, let's do Predator." So we latched right on that because I'd never seen it, and I wanted to catch up with everybody. And yeah, it was a very 80s. Action movie.
Yeah, I first saw this.
Very violent for the 80s, but
oh, definitely. I mean, I saw this movie when it first came out back in '87.
Yeah,
and I remember it being, I remember it being like hot, like in the summertime. And this movie actually was released in June of '87, June 12th to be exact. Shot between March and June of 1986. So, with that said, 40-year-old movie.
So they shot it before. They shot it while Aliens was coming out. So there was just something in the air, I guess. They didn't just blatantly rip it off of the overall, Commandos versus the extraterrestrial thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, this goes back to the 50s, though. I mean, people were, the army was always fighting, extraterrestrial, War of the Worlds, and they're down in the sewers, fighting the ants and
nuclear atomic radiation.
Exactly. And it was kind of like an update of that. They're paramilitary, though. They're not like army or anything.
Right.
They're like special forces or something. Yeah. No. In fact, it's really unclear because they're sent out by that general, and then it turns out Carl Weathers kind of takes over command or something. So yeah, I was unclear. I was too distracted by the killing, by the nonstop killing. I thought it was. Let's not jump ahead. When was the last time you saw this?
The last time I saw it?
Yeah,
it's been a while. I saw it in the last few years. In fact, Sherry was asking me if we had seen it together, and I thought we did. I thought we watched it probably a couple of years ago. I don't remember exactly when, but like I was saying before, though, I did see this when it first came out, and enjoyed it too. I thought it was really good. James said, I remember seeing it first on VHS when it came out. It complimented RoboCop, the X-rated version for Australia, and thanks to Dad. Lots of laughs.
Yeah, that's one I couldn't watch. I shut off RoboCop after it really started getting gruesome. Yeah,
I actually saw RoboCop in the theater as well too, but that was a very violent movie.
I mean, I unfortunately I stayed through the whole first gruesome scene, and then I shut it off. I should have shut it off before the gruesome scene.
Yeah, that was pretty violent. I didn't even realize that was an X, because from what James is saying, the X-rated version for Australia. I didn't realize that.
It was an X here, but maybe they cut some of it.
But it was very gruesome though.
Well, it was Verhoeven, That's he's always excessive. He did Total Recall. Okay,
but that wasn't Total Recall actually had some gore, a lot of gore.
Yeah, it was a little rough. But the one, the Starship Troopers was supposedly, I didn't watch that one, because I couldn't deal with the eviscerations and things. The bug gore.
Yeah,
bugs
exactly.
goring everybody.
Hey, Dale, glad you could make it, and thanks for being out there. Yeah. I lost my train of thought. No, Starship Troopers. We had actually talked about that, and I think you were concerned that I was going to actually suggest that. I was not a fan of that movie. I saw that movie with Joe, and I think Starship Troopers came out around 97, 98, if I had a guess.
Yeah,
but
I know it's got a lot of heavy-handed. There's Randy.
Hey, Randy.
Randy, we're waiting for our bubble gum. We're all out of bubble gum, Randy. Yeah, I know there's satire and social commentary in it, but I think it's going to be pretty heavy-handed. Starship Troopers. I don't think it's worth sitting through it. So, for me,
no,
you enjoy it. You guys can enjoy it, but I'm going to sit that one out.
James is saying there were two versions for Australia. PG was tame and X was uncut. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
It's the kids version.
Yeah, right.
But I think that maybe I dodged this one because I thought it might be a little rough. Because as I always say, I was like a kind of a sensitive kid, and I was always, I don't want it to be too gory or whatever. But maybe not, because I went to see Aliens the year before.
I know. I think Aliens was worse. Dale said everybody I knew warned me off of Starship Troopers, so I've never seen it. Yeah, you're not missing anything, Dale, in my opinion. And I think there were a couple sequels to it too, if I'm not mistaken.
Direct to video.
Direct to video. Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's just the time has actually gone by. But no, with this movie though, I mean the cast is. I mean, you had Arnold Schwarzenegger as Dutch.
Smoking the cigars.
Yeah, which he was not allowed to light on the helicopter.
Yeah, because you can't get any more manly. You got Schwarzenegger with his stubble and the and his whole commando garb and the helicopters, and he's got to smoke a cigar too.
Yeah, right. They kind of go hand in hand, I guess.
Well, apparently, as the producer was also on Commando. I like the early Schwarzenegger movies. I always thought that they were a blast. But as they got rougher, like I didn't care for Total Recall because for me it was too rough. You know what I mean? It was too violent and too heavy. And something happened with Last Action Hero. I don't know. It just didn't fly. So I kind of gave up after that. But the stuff up through like Terminator 2 and now this one, I thought this was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. Yeah, R.G. Armstrong.
Yeah, he was the general.
Yeah. So...
Oh, Randy commented, he said the original concept for this was that the alien wasn't hunting soldiers, but instead pranking a team building retreat. This is not true.
Apparently, the original concept was they were going to have aliens hunting different creatures. And it just wasn't focused enough. And
they were going to actually do one-on-one, too, and with Arnie and the Predator.
Right, and that was the...
He was against that, and I agree. I thought bringing in the commandos was a good idea.
Yeah, he wanted the commandos in there, and then it gets down to Arnie, which I thought too was a better idea. But you know how heartbreaking. I mean, I'm sure the screenwriters, Jim and John Thomas, it was their first produced screenplay. How heartbreaking to have your. That's what happens though. You sell your script, and they change it and they change it again, and it has no resemblance to what you submitted. But I guess when the paycheck shows up at the end of the day, you go, okay, let's do it again.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how that goes too, because you know, so many stories, so many movies, right? You're literally like signing your life away. You're giving up the rights, and then it turns into this. Well, sometimes it turns into something, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, and you've got to live with it. You know, when the movie fails,
right?
Oh, you're the guy who wrote that horrible movie with the Predator. Yeah.
Dale also commented. He said, "Didn't like Total Recall. Love Commando, even though it's silly. But Twins and Kindergarten Cop were wonderful."
Yeah, I really liked Commando too. I that was a ball. You know, I just laughed all the way through that movie. It's so ridiculous.
Randy's commenting, saying, "Pardon me if this hasn't been mentioned already, but the original Predator costume ended up being pretty silly." You know, and interesting enough, the original Predator was not going to be Kevin Hall. Kevin Peter Hall, excuse me. It was going to be Von Damme.
Yeah, that's a totally different concept.
Yep.
But then when they realized they're going to have such a brawny cast, they said we can't have him fighting this.
I know,
this martial arts guy. This is not going to fly.
I know, right? So they brought in a 7'2".
Bring in Chewbacca. Yeah.
Paul commented, "There were elements of Starship Troopers that I liked, but none of the characters were satisfying." Wasn't Denise? I think Denise Richards was in that, wasn't she? If I remember correctly.
You're asking me? I think so. But,
no, I'm not asking you. I'm asking her.
Don't ask me.
I'm asking the people out there. I'm asking the 14,000 people that were out there last weekend to watch and that have returned to watch us tonight, Ross.
We're here to talk Predator is what they're here
for. John said, "I remember Stu." Oh, are you talking about Stu? Oh, Stu Phillips, right, John?
The composer.
I remember Stu's reviews on Channel 9 out of New York. He was basically saying that you guys have caught on all testosterone.
Stu's reviews, right? Yeah.
Was that Stu?
I don't think it was Stu Phillips. It was Stu somebody else. I think
Stuart Klein.
Stuart Klein, exactly. Stuart Klein.
He used to be on Channel 5, and I actually remember him. We're digressing already, and we're only 22 minutes out of the gate. I remember watching him review Star Trek: The Motion Picture, and he roasted it. I mean, he said instead of being called Star Trek, he said it should have been called Star Drek, and I was just like,
burn.
Yeah, it was. He was awful, but I can say when Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan came out, he redeemed himself and he liked the movie.
Oh, there you go.
But he was a total tool as far as Star Trek: The Motion Picture, and it was just like, it's like you're not even a Trekker, you know. But anyway, I'm digressing. Sorry, folks.
Only Trekkers can review that movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I always wondered how Hawkins was allowed into Special Forces with those Coke bottle glasses.
Yeah. He
actually didn't want those either.
He was the Egon Spengler of the Commandos. but you know who that was, right? The actor?
No.
It was Shane Black. Shane Black, who was the writer director of the Monster Squad. Who went on to create Lethal Weapon.
Yes.
Yeah. So the producer brought him on because John McTiernan, the director, didn't have any real experience. This was his first studio film. I mean, he did a film before this, but so he brought Shane Black on to kind of watch what was going on the set. He was the stooge. He was the
they wanted to make him as geeky as they could, right?
Yeah. So it is funny that they eviscerated him. But there you go.
He was the first one to get it.
And he went on to write Last Action Hero for Arnold. So
I did not realize that, Ross. I didn't do my homework on that.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should give Last Action. I lied. I lied. Sully, I lied. Yeah.
Randy said Sonny Landham, Jesse Ventura with. Oh my God! Yeah,
right. You have two governors.
Yeah, right.
Fighting the Predator. Yeah,
And then
yeah.
the Hague said Stu Phillips did the music for original Battlestar Galactica.
Right,
Yeah, he did. Yep. And Randy said the original Predator looked like a weird insect chicken hybrid.
Mm.
Dale said the creature from the original script had no armor or technology. Its skin merely changed color to blend in, but they couldn't make the original design as described work out there in the jungle. It was more like Pumpkinhead. The creature Boss Films designed for Jean-Claude to where looked ridiculous, so they shut production down and had Stan Winston design the new creature, and they knocked it out of the park. You know, the interesting thing about Stan Winston, too, is, and I was cracking, Russ, and I'm sure you read this, is that he really didn't even come up with the concept of the creature. It was a photograph, and it was in I forget whose office it was in, but it was that of a warrior. And then also you had the director of Aliens 2.
Yeah. James Cameron was on the plane next to him. Yeah. Said, I always wanted to do something with mandibles. The mandibles on. But he had worked on Aliens, so that's interesting that he did both movies.
Yeah, I love Aliens. It's the second one.
Yeah, he wrote Lethal Weapon. Yeah,
I was a big fan of Lethal Weapon 2, although the first one was good too. Hey, Marianne, thanks for joining us. Glad to see you out there. And Randy said the studio literally hired a bodyguard to follow Sonny around, not to protect him, but to protect everyone else from him. I was dying when I read that, but that's also true.
Yeah, I didn't have time to read a lot of trivia about it.
Hey, Marianne, Clark, New Jersey. I know exactly where Clark is. Well, thanks for letting us know too. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, so I guess he was always getting into fights and always causing trouble and everything.
Okay.
Sonny Landham.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. The Hague is starting trouble. Is Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie? It's just as much a Christmas movie as Die-Hard is, John. In fact, and Die-Hard was directed by the same guy that directed this film.
Yeah. McTiernan went on to do Die-Hard. Yeah, the two big action movies that made him. And never really achieved those heights again.
Yeah, we'll talk about him a little later. I was like, wow, oh my goodness.
But you know what? He had really good luck to start out. Because people he worked with in the earlier movies and the professional relationships and friendships he formed, all those people were pretty loyal and came back to be in his other movies.
Yeah.
So before his career took a bad turn, but yeah.
Yeah, Batman versus Predator is still one of the best back comics I ever read. They really ought to make that into a movie instead of all this Alien versus Predator stuff. Did you ever see? Well, I'm assuming you didn't, Ross, but did you ever see Alien versus Predator?
I did not. When I saw the trailer for it when it came out, I chuckled because this is what they always did it was always Frankenstein meets the Wolfman and King Kong versus Godzilla, and I love the fact that it was just like Jason versus Freddy. I love the idea, but I'm not going to pay to go see that. We're in a different era, and I don't want to see graphics. I want to see the monsters fight. I don't want to see people getting gored. So I didn't go to see it. I was amused that it took that turn. But then, are those things not canon now? Is that like a separate?
You're asking the wrong person.
Because it's a whole continuity. They do this with anything anymore. You have your classic first movie that everybody gets to know, and maybe they do one sequel, and then they just put it to bed. And then somebody decides a couple decades later, hey, let's resurrect this. And then they crank out a bunch more sequels and video games and comic books and expand the universe,
And they did with that. I mean, they went wild. I mean, for that whole, there's, when you think about all the incarnations there were from that, that was a cha-ching for the studio.
And it looks like, I like I said, I'm not a hardcore Predator guy. I haven't seen all these movies, but it looks like, at least in the last one that they did, which was last year, Predator Badlands, that had Elle Fanning in it, that it was tied in with the Weyland-Yutani Corporation, which is the Alien Corporation. So now have they officially meshed the universes? So are now Alien versus Predator, are those now canon? I mean, is it all? I don't know. I guess as long as it makes money, it's canon.
Yeah, it's canon for those reasons, right? Now, wasn't there some talk of the Wayland Corporation being affiliated with Outland as well, too?
We always talked about that. I'm not sure, because it always feels like it's in the same universe. I don't remember it being. We did talk about that, but it's been a couple of years.
Yeah,
and I always tie it in with Blade Runner, also.
Right.
Whether or not they're all in the same universe or not, I don't know. Although Ridley Scott was involved with 2 of them,
right?
So Outland's the outlier. Yeah.
Dale said also, when we originally saw this, we fully expected it to be utter garbage, and we certainly weren't expecting much from the creature. But wow, everything about the Predator went so far above our expectations, and it still hasn't been topped. No, this movie was really a nice surprise. And it's one of those films that you watch it and then you don't watch it for a few years, and then you come back to it, and it's fun. And I again, it had been several years since I had seen it, and it was funny too, because when I said to Shari last night, I said about watching it, she was like, "Oh yeah, that sounds good." And I was kind of laughing to myself, which Ross probably gets.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, it was fun watching it, but it was just that I put that on probably like close to 9:30 last night. So, but it's all good.
Yeah, watching it. Okay, good.
One last thing. And then Dale also commented, Alien versus Predator was silly. The only decent Predator-related movie since the original was Prey. It was very, very good. All else crap. Go ahead, Ross.
No, I was going to say, watching it for the first time just today, that I liked it. I was into the 80s vibe. It had all the kind of the 80s military iconography. It was very Apocalypse Now, between the helicopters and Arnold. You remember when Martin Sheen comes out of the muck at the end to assassinate Brando? It was kind of like Arnold putting the mud on his face. But I found it at its best at the beginning because it was mysterious and it kind of lured you in. And and then they hit you with like the biggest, most over the top action sequence where they blow up the entire jungle for like 10, 15 minutes. And I thought, oh man, it's just like totally stomping my my monster movie vibe at that point. And then they go back to it.
And it kind of cracked me up too with the creature too, how it was like mimicking. It was what Shari will know, the bird that mimics all the other birds. Oh my god, the mockingbird. It was almost like it was mocking them. It was you know what I mean, doing the imitations and everything, and the laugh.
Yeah, and it's really it's really unclear. We don't know where he came from. You just see the saucer getting dropped off at the beginning of the movie, and we don't know why he's here. They kind of surmise that he's hunting this. We're a dangerous game, a challenging game, or whatever. And he only hunts if it's a challenge. Like if you're not carrying a weapon, he's not going to hunt you, kind of thing.
Right.
And he found Arnold the most challenging of all, of course, because he stripped his armor off and went, like mano a mano with him at the end. What is that?
Yeah.
Was that the Predator?
Did you hear that?
I did. Was I not supposed to?
That was. No, it was really weird. It just kind of froze.
I'm telling you.
Shari said the closest thing to a shower scene in this movie is when Dutch falls into the water, fall into the river. Lots of laughs.
Yeah, talking about over the top. I thought of you, of course, immediately because I was thinking of They Live, where Roddy Piper takes an unexpected dive out through the plate glass window.
When she throws him out, what was it? Meg Tilly? Was that she throws him out the window? You remember that?
Was it Meg Tilly?
I think it was Meg Tilly that threw him out.
Wow, I don't remember.
Yeah. Because he's Roddy Piper is in her apartment, and and then he puts his defenses down, and she basically tosses him out the window.
And he falls
rolling down the cliff.
Feet out the window. Yeah.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, Ross. feedback.
You hold on. I'm gonna run and get a cough drop.
No.
I should have brought. Oh, maybe I have one. Let me see.
Well, while you're doing that,
are we allowed to do this on camera?
Sure. Are you getting cough drops?
Yeah, I remember the Dark Horse comics.
Dark Horse did the AVP comics first. You can find numerous fans from Sluggets as to whether any of it is canon from other side or not.
Yeah.
The Hague said, "I swear, Outland, Blade Runner, and Alien all use the same film to make them all look alike."
Yeah. Now,
Variants said they need to continue after AVP and AVP Requiem. Yeah.
So Disney didn't buy this, did they? They don't own Predator, do they? They own everything else. I think they own Alien.
I think they do own Alien. They don't own this though.
They don't own Predator.
No.
So I wonder who owns the crossover films.
Well,
Mm.
that's a good question. Well, you know what that happened with too was with I know with the Batman TV series, there was a tie-up with that because with the what was it between that and the episodes and then the movie, because the movie was actually out. And I'm talking about Batman 1966. Yeah. That was actually released and you could actually get it on DVD, but then for the longest time they wouldn't release the episodes. There was some kind of holdup, and it was for contracting purposes, and then they finally released it.
Well, this movie actually, it was 20th Century Fox, wasn't it? It doesn't Disney own Fox, so maybe they do own it.
Well, maybe they do. You might be.
No. Disney owns the world.
Yeah. Well, Deal said that whole attack on the encampment sequence was Commando stuff all the way. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it was probably cut from Commando. They plugged it in.
Roger, testosterone budget was $500,000.
Now, Randy, it was true.
Marianne said, "I heard it. Aliens are coming." Oh boy, show that booty. Dale said, I love how the bomb that Arnold was carrying over his shoulder, the one he puts in the back of the truck, it's nowhere in the film until he needs it. Then suddenly it's there hanging off his arms. How about when he falls off? How about all the knives that he had, and he had the weapons with him after falling into the down the waterfall and everything? It's like
it's like a cartoon. Yeah.
I meant Meg Foster, not Meg Tilly.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Thank you.
And I think Meg Tilly was in it.
Yeah. Dale said, "Oh, that's all we need is a musical from Disney."
Next time, I'm bringing the kids.
Ross, you'll be having flashbacks though. Omega Man. Hey, Jeff Rubel's joining us from Utah. Hey, Jeff, thanks for joining us. A Disney. What is that? A Disney.
Disneyfied.
Disneyfied Predator. That would be a stuffed animal version. Oh my God.
Did you think it was gonna be fried?
Yeah. The new Predator things all come up on Disney. Goodness.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, Walt would be so proud.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Family entertainment.
There they are.
There they are. I know. Manly men. Now, did you ever see Carl Weathers' interview about this on? I don't know if it was on Late Night or if it was on Tonight Show, but I remember him talking about because all these competitive Type A guys are out in the jungle. I guess it was in Mexico where they filmed it.
Yeah.
And Arnold moved all of his weights, his whole gym down there, and he'd get up, and he said everybody would get up early to kind of work out. So Carl Weathers was determined; he had to get in shape because of Arnold. And he's determined to get up earlier than Arnold. So everybody's getting up at 4:30. So he gets up at 4, and Arnold's already there pumping iron, and because Arnold got up at 3:30. And then at the end of the day, he's running up the hill or whatever, and then Arnold drives by and sees him, and the next day Arnold's out there running up the hill.
Oh yeah, it's like everybody's is trying to beat each other out. And then I heard that Jesse Ventura supposedly thought his arms were bigger than Arnie's, and then he wanted to have a contest. And then what happened was supposedly the wardrobe department that was backing Jesse Ventura originally said that no, Arnie's bigger. You lose.
Hey, Hey man, bigger's not necessarily better. It always cracks me up that they get this like big bulky muscle.
Oh, I know.
To carry a gun. You know,
and the funny thing is, the skinniest guys in this film are probably like really buff. It's just that you've got these powerhouses there,
right?
Like like Arnie, and it's like, especially when they start doing that setup, it's like, we're going to take a stand, you know what I mean? And it's like, and all these ropes,
all the biceps. I know.
Oh man,
you don't need that many biceps to fire a gun. I'm not even sure you could throw the best punches when you get that big.
Marianne said, Omega Man, excellent movie. Heston was awesome. Yeah, Ross saw it when he was 5.
yeah. I was actually thinking about Heston in this a little bit because I could picture Heston playing the Schwarzenegger part like in an older movie if they had made it back in the 50s.
Yeah, right.
Or maybe even like Planet of the Apes time in the 60s.
Yeah. No, it was a really good movie, Marianne. In fact, Jeff Rubel was actually my my co-host when we talked about that. Ross was off for that evening.
Yeah, I get traumatized whenever I think of Omega Man because my dad took me to see it when I was 5. Yeah.
The Hague said, I'm 10 shots into this thing and you haven't even covered the cast.
We talked a little bit about the cast, but there's more.
There's more coming. Have a drink, John. Cheers. Solange. I've got my lemonade tonight.
Tell us about the cast, Roy.
What? You want me to do the
not the plot?
Randy said, Disney, I ain't got time to bleed because bleeding violates park safety guidelines and merchandise partnerships.
Yeah. That's what Jesse would say. Yeah.
I think there are a couple anime type predators on Disney.
Really? Or is he joking?
No, I think he's joking. Jeff Rubel said, oh yes, Predator starring Richard Chaves, who starred in the unbelievably bad Canadian TV sequel War of the Worlds as Colonel Iron Horse. I thought that guy looked familiar. DL said, yeah, you can imagine someone carrying that minigun through that dense jungle. Right. Bill Duke is awesome. I always love seeing him in anything. Yeah, he was really good. He really was. All I have to say is, anytime.
What is it?
Anytime.
All right. The Scorpion.
Yeah, the Scorpion.
That was pretty funny. Some of the guns they were carrying.
Oh my god, yeah.
Out of control.
Yeah. It's funny. There's only 7 of them, but I thought there were more.
It was kind of like that, and then there were none kind of thing where they pick them off one at a time. And I mean, we've seen that kind of thing, done plenty of times. But yeah, you wonder which one was going to be next, and
exactly.
Kind of sorry to see some of them go, but you knew they had to.
Yeah.
Well,
and what was it? Whatchamacallit? Billy, Sonny Landham. I mean, It was like he got all fed up, and then he was like, "I'm taking a stand." Yeah, it's like he's like, let me show everybody everything.
He had his mojo bag.
Yeah, takes the knife.
Something's gonna go down. And we didn't even get to see it.
Oh, geez, the Hague. He said, "Cash shots as opposed to my kind of shots."
There you go.
Yeah, I hate it when they edit the bad words.
I was surprised. What's the cartoon predators there?
No, I think those cartoon predators are there. Every franchise has them now to sell the fanboys.
For all the man boys out there playing video games with their kids.
Right.
Oh, sorry, I don't want to offend anyone. Anyway, but yeah, I was surprised by how gruesome it was, though. The eviscerations and that sort of. You don't see it, but you see the aftermath, kind of.
But
and
you know what? A lot of times it's better. It's not a gore film. It wasn't about that. I mean,
no, but it was pretty.
But it was.
Yeah. I mean, they had people skinned. They had their viscera laying in a pile in the jungle, and
Carl Weathers lost an arm, and his gun is still going off.
I know. I wanted Carl to make it.
I did too. I was rooting for him.
I wanted the two of them to make it, but oh well.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll come back.
It was like Apollo Creed all over again.
He didn't come back as a Force ghost in the next one, did he? I guess
that's Star Wars Episode 10, Ross.
Yeah. I guess Arnold nixed being in Predator 2. There was a financial disagreement.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't want to pay Arnold what he wanted.
Yeah. So. They should have got him back.
Yeah.
I think it would have been. I did see Predator 2, and I can't even tell you what it was about because I just don't remember.
Well, I remember Danny Glover was in it and Gary Busey.
Oh, there you go.
But because I saw the trailer, but I never saw the movie.
Reuniting from Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, right. I think they moved it to the city.
Yes, you're right.
They did the Jurassic Park thing.
Yep.
Had to get the dinosaurs to the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was in the sewer system, wasn't it?
I didn't see it.
Oh. Okay.
What are you giving me a hard time about here? Are you talking about them? Yeah, they go in the sewers. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert if you haven't seen this 40-year-old movie. Oh, shoot, Ross.
Yeah. And the thermal vision was how he was able to keep track of the predator was able to keep track of his prey. Did we talk about the fact that this was originally supposed to be called the Hunter?
Oh, we have not talked about that.
Good. Yeah, which is a pretty weak title, I think. I would confuse it with the Steve McQueen film that was out around the same time.
Oh, right. That came out in 1980, Ross.
Oh, excuse me.
And I only know that because I actually saw that movie. That was Steve McQueen's last film.
Yeah.
That film was actually out at the same time. Don't laugh when I say this. And you'd never guess it, but Xanadu.
Oh, Xanadu. Yeah, I saw that in the theater.
Like, yeah. It was out there.
Yeah, it was one of those things where my stepdad's like, hey, who wants to see Xanadu tonight?
as opposed to your dad taking you to go see a Mega Man when you were 5.
Mega Man, yeah, the other, but difference between my dad and my stepdad.
Yeah,
my stepdad must have been in touch with his feminine side. Let's go see Xanadu. Gene Kelly's in it. All right, I'm in.
It would have made more sense. The 14-year-old Ross seeing. Oh shoot! Yeah, no, seeing the whatchamacallit,
a Mega Man,
and then
I could have handled Mega Man
seeing Xanadu.
Maybe I don't know.
Although you know what, as a 5-year-old, you might have been scarred by Xanadu too. So
that's true. That's true. It was no Grease. Xanadu was no Grease.
No, it wasn't. But it was Olivia Newton-John. So
yeah, and roller skates.
And roller skates. Oh my god.
Very hot at that time.
Another what? That's 40. How the heck is that movie 46 years ago? My god.
I know. And I think that 46 years before 1980 they were actually making good movies.
Oh my god. That's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah. Actually, geez, that's way back. That's like Kong. Kong was out 40 what did we say, 46 or 47 years? 1933 was Kong.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Go figure.
We're getting close to the 100th anniversary.
Oh, don't even remind me. All right, folks. I just shared on the show's main page on Facebook the YouTube link. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. It's just been, and then YouTube, and it's the whole thing with StreamYard too. And I'm not sure, but everybody that's joining us is on Facebook. But I want to try to get the YouTube link out there as well. I see Chris Trice is joining us. Hey, Chris. Chris is joining us from the UK. Welcome. He said, when I was 5, my dad took me to see South Pacific because he said I'd love it. So bored.
Even with Ray Walston?
Let me see here. And catching up on some of the comments. Let's see. Bill
Yeah.
said, I remember in the novelization that when the Predator kills Billy, he takes his arm blade, which is part of his body, and slices a zigzag pattern down Billy's chest, intentionally mocking his Native American symbolism. Oh, wow. Wow. The Hague said Carl was under the, oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Dale said Predator 2 was lame. Yeah, I really don't remember much about it.
Yeah, I thought that to leave. Well, there would be a good buddy movie. They should have just done that with Alien versus. Well, maybe they did with Alien versus Predator. Maybe they did become buddies at the end. I don't know.
Maybe,
or maybe. Who knows? I mean, anybody see these movies? It's one of these things where they go on a rampage separately and then they get together and fight each other. Like Freddy.
Actually, I saw with Vince. I'm pretty sure we saw.
Yeah, 3 timelines and 2 universes. Exactly.
Predator versus Alien. I think we did see that.
Did you?
Then there was what? Freddy versus Jason. That was another one that they did.
Yeah.
And what else? Is that it?
Well, I don't know. Maybe of the recent movies, but like I said, it was something they did all the time in the 40s.
Yeah. Paul said Danny was charming. Dale said Xanadu. The song is great. The movie tanked, and was that Gene Kelly's last movie? Not such a great swan song.
Yeah, I don't know if he was still making That's Entertainment movies. But it might have been the last one he acted in. Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm not putting that comment up. What the Hague said.
Yeah, he's drinking.
Xanadu was ELO's best album.
And that's saying something.
Ray Walston was the only good bit.
There you go. As always.
Yeah.
Ray Walston's the only good bit in a lot of movies.
Yeah, it's what time is it in the UK? Chris, it's got to be what? 1 o'clock,
7
right?
hours ahead. What time is it?
No, it's 1. I think it's 1 a.m. over there.
1. Okay.
Dale said Jason Takes Manhattan. Oh yeah, that's right. Chris is saying I worked on Alien versus Predator. The script was okay, but by the time they fiddled with it, it was disappointing. Not strongly cast either.
Wow.
Oh wow. How was
What'd
that?
you do? Yeah. What'd you do on the film?
He would have been working on special effects.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's really talented. He's yeah, Chris, tell us some more details. He said 1 a.m. Yeah, I thought it was 5. Yeah, 5 hours ahead. Randy said, wait, maybe we're the Predators.
We are.
Now, here's the other thing about this movie, too. We don't know when that shuttlecraft, because it is a shuttlecraft that's dispatched to Earth.
Right.
Now, the girl makes a reference about, I think she said, wasn't it her grandfather had talked about almost about this warrior that, the kid does the killing and everything. So this could have been going on for years. Yeah. We don't know what the timeline is. We're just assuming it was, but we really don't know.
And it's for the best that they left it vague, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it had a quasi.
It was like a legend. It was almost like an urban.
Yeah,
legend.
It was like folkloric, right? Exactly, a legend. Yeah.
So that's. Paul said the thing where the Predator comes to respect and aid his opponent is actually drawn from the Batman versus Predator comic. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't see Batman in this movie. They should have had him in there. A good Easter egg. It would cost him a fortune.
Chris said we were part of the model crew making the models in the UK when shipping them to Prague. Oh wow, very cool. That's very cool. Cool. Oh, and the other slide I didn't put up, which will make everybody smile. There he is.
There you go. Yeah, when he finally took off the armor.
Yeah.
All
the oh boy. Thanks for sharing, John.
Now we can talk about the good stuff.
The cast.
Yeah, but we did say it was a Stan Winston design, or his studio, his shop, and he was nominated for a visual effects Oscar for this, as he was for Aliens. Boy, he came a long way from Gargoyles, didn't he?
Yeah.
Remember the effects for Gargoyles that Stan Winston? I mean, I know they're beloved, but come on. I mean, he was practically taping cardboard boxes together for that thing. And now he's got, with a budget, he really, I don't have to say, You know, he became a force. What's this Yoda about?
Yoda.
He didn't do Yoda. It was Carlo Rambaldi.
Shari said, question, did the creature actually eat the people or just hunt them for fun and
Yeah,
game?
I know. It's like, why did he skin them and why did he eviscerate them? It's like he kept them for meat like deer. You know what I mean? How people skin deer and hang them up. And
well, what I thought was my take on it was that he wanted, which is really gross, but is that he wanted their heads, because he had them all lined up. Yeah. Those were his trophies. Yeah. So it was yeah.
But he didn't go back and collect the heads on the earlier ones.
So, no, or we didn't see them.
We didn't see it. Yeah,
that could be.
I don't know. I hope he eats what he kills. With those mandibles.
Randy said, "I have two friends that always shake hands like Arnold Schwarzenegger." That's the specific type of handshake too. I remember reading about that.
There you go. The gargoyles costumes. I knew I was going to get some heat for that, especially from the Hague. Yeah, I got nothing against the gargoyles. I'm just saying.
No.
Yeah.
No, and I'm glad they didn't, hon. I would have. Didn't want to see that. Now, Ross, were you following in regards to the plot? I'm not going to go through everything, but did you get what exactly happened and everything? I'm assuming you did.
I did, except for
because you were talking about that earlier. You said
we don't know the motivation. You know what I mean? We don't know a lot about the Predator, is all. But yeah, I basically got the plot. But still, that was quite the digression when they blew up that fortress.
Yeah.
It's just like, wait, this movie's too short. We got too much money. What do we do? Set piece. Yeah, it totally took me out of the movie.
Randy said apparently the budget didn't cover the cost of sleep.
They overspent on the explosions.
Oh, boy. Yep, trophies. It's a Predator thing. Dale said, if you look carefully at the assembly on the Predator's right arm that his blades protruded from, you can see the side panel pieces off of the Millennium Falcon. The cannibalized all sorts of model kits to build that armor. I did not catch that. That's kind of cool. Carlo Rambaldi didn't create those. Freeborn did.
Yes, I'm thinking of E.T. I beg your pardon. No, thank you for the correction. You know, my pronouncements. We for posterity, we need to have this thing straight here. What if everybody shut it off after I said Carlo Rambaldi did Yoda, and then they go and they write their theses on this, and they'd all fail, or they would there'd be misinformation out there. We don't want that going on, you
know. Dale said yes, he did create E.T. All a part of the 80s. Again, 80s.
My 80s memories are all scrambled up.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah. Auditions included arm wrestling dump trucks.
Yeah, don't you love when Arnold just picks up the truck?
What's he doing?
It became something else entirely. It was kind of like Commando, where he walks out carrying that tree at the beginning. Big oak.
Wow. As a matter of fact, Star Wars Marathon started on TV. Isn't that funny? You know, Marianne, there was a time where you wouldn't even think that Star Wars would be televised, right, Ross?
Right. You know? I remember when they did it for the first time. Yeah. It was a big deal.
It was.
Yeah. Are they showing all of them, or what are they doing? Kong, yes. Carlo Rambaldi. I think he worked on Dune, too.
You're forgiven, Ross. Go throw and say no more.
So what are we talking about here now?
Star Wars.
All the Star Wars. I hope they're not showing. Yeah, my great nightmare, other than the fact that the films exist, is that they'll start with episode 1 and show them through like that, so that people are watching. And they get to the Empire Strikes Back and they go, oh, what's the big deal? Why is Luke freaking out? You got to start with 4, which is the first one. 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3, and then don't even watch the other ones.
And you know how you can tell how old somebody is? If you say start with the 4th one, they'll say, oh, you mean A New Hope?
Exactly, which is not in my vocabulary. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I haven't even rewatched the first 3 since I saw them in the theater. I didn't even see the third one in the theater. That's how pissed off I got. I eventually watched it on VHS.
Did you watch it? Oh, you did watch it? No, wait a minute. When you say the third one, are you talking about the third one of the new
the Sith? The Sith. Revenge of the Sith.
So you did see it. I didn't even know you saw it.
I saw it, yeah, but I after Attack of the Clones, I said, you burned me twice. I'm not going to go see this third piece of shit.
Tell us how you really feel, Ross.
Yeah.
Sorry, Marianne. She said that's me. New Hope #4. Yeah, it's Star Wars for us.
Yeah, I know of the original, not the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, that's the one that has the highest kind of acclaim among people who enjoy that sort of thing. So I shouldn't trash it.
No,
but when I saw it at home, I was glad I saw it at home.
Oh, wait a minute, back up. Wait a minute. What did you just say?
What's that?
About
Revenge of the Sith?
No. You just said about that you shouldn't say negative things because it's got the highest what?
Acclaim.
Are you saying episodes 7, 8, and 9 has the highest acclaim?
No, I said the Revenge of the Sith of the original or the prequel trilogy. What are you trying to say?
I thought you were talking about the last.
I'm going to crack your head. Well, there's
you don't have to crack my head. I would have been cracking yours because the thing is,
let's go. Let's do the handshake, Roy.
I'm ready, Ross. I've been working out. Ready?
I can't even get my sleeve up past my bicep.
Come on, you ready? Here. I'm ready for you, Ross.
You want to see a long arm, Otis? You want to see a very long arm? Yeah.
You're going down, Ross. Here, come on. Let's do it.
Yeah, we shouldn't even talk about stuff. It's like talking like religion or politics. We shouldn't even talk Star Wars. It's gonna end our friendship.
The funny thing is, I'm with you though. My favorite out of everything is episodes 4, 5, and 6, Star Wars, Empire, and Return of the Jedi.
We're quits, Roy. It's over.
Now you're getting nasty.
Yeah, they should have never made the other ones. Or if they were going to make the other ones, they should have made them, started 3 years after Return of the Jedi and gone, because at least there would have been more of a tangible kind of continuity.
Oh, Paul said you're going to get banned. I'll pump you up. Oh my God, it's good to laugh. Marianne's coming to my she said Ross said the Sith, lots of laughs.
What, is it a Revenge of the Sith? Oh,
and the Hague said, shh, not shit.
It's the anagramming.
Oh, jeez.
I did the jumble.
Holy Sith, it must be a holiday weekend. Oh, my goodness. You're funny. You know what I have to say, Ross?
What?
What was that? Growl.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
Now at the...
Yeah. Dale said, I emphasize what Ross, I couldn't believe how bad Phantom Menace was. Clones was better, but only because it had more interesting sequences and good lightsaber fights. Sith was also only marginally better than Clones, but they rushed through it all.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the only thing that I liked about the Phantom Menace, and I hate to say I liked anything at all, was the lightsaber fight. But I thought if the whole movie had just been that lightsaber fight, it would have been great.
I agree with you. That was the best part of the film. When I watched that film, it's like I fast forwarded up to the end and where he says, we'll handle this or we'll take care of this.
Yeah, but it's not enough to redeem the movie.
No.
And Darth Maul is kind of cool, but
yeah,
don't get me liking this movie, Roy. Don't make me watch. Don't make me watch Phantom Menace again, just to see how I really felt about it. Yeah. Move along, like Roy. Move along.
The Hague said it's all out of control like the old days. I love this. And we're back. All we have to do now is televise from a drive-through.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. If I was able, I would love to show you my Star Wars tattoos.
Oh, my goodness. Now it's getting interesting.
It said they needed to put a Predator somewhere in the prequels.
They probably did.
And Paul said best music sequence too. Yeah. Oh wow. Man, we're about covering everything tonight, except for the arms.
Except for Predator. Yeah, except for the arms.
Except for the arms.
And now you know that there was a huge rivalry between Schwarzenegger and Stallone. Remember, they were like the two action heroes at the time, and they had to go brawnier and more violent. It's like, who can outdo the other? So, but Arnold had this magic where he could kind of, he knew himself. He knew, you saw him enough on Letterman and these talk shows. The guy was smart. And he knew how to play with the image, and he understood that the accent and his build and everything were part of the allure. So he's very successful doing comedies too. He did Twins and he did Kindergarten Cop. So Stallone was like watching him and says, "Well, what do you got there? What are you working on?" And he had a script for Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Do you remember this movie?
I remember the title.
It had Estelle Getty from Golden Girls.
Oh wow! Okay.
and Arnold says, "Oh, I'm doing the. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Very fun, very funny. I'm thinking about doing it." So Stallone goes back and gets his agent, and he says, "I got to do this movie." So they stole the movie out from under Arnold, and the movie like bombed at the box office. There's like a 17% approval on Rotten Tomatoes. And Arnold talked about it, years later on a podcast. And Arnold said, I really got Stallone on that one. How good it was and how excited he was to do it. And Stallone stole the movie.
Set him up.
And Stallone separately said on another talk show, says, I think he got me on that one.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
It's much funnier to hear them tell their side of it, but I thought that was really amusing.
That's great.
Yeah. Worse than Judge Dredd. Yeah.
Randy said the most common term in this movie was chewing tobacco.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Paul said, you realize when Disney owns everything, every movie referenced on tonight's show will be combined to one mighty Marvel crossover.
What if?
Oh my God. Oh,
what if Predator was voiced by Eeyore? Did you notice that the guy did his voice in Winnie the Pooh movies? Not the old ones that we knew growing up, but apparently he did Eeyore's
newer ones.
Not brand new, obviously, but contemporary, like 90s.
No, I read that the guy that did the voice of the Predator, he actually did the voice for King Kong, I think in 76. And he hurt his vocal cords and he was actually hesitant about doing this film. But then he decided to go with it. And it definitely worked.
Excuse me. Sing in the shower. Yeah.
Dale said Arnold is just naturally likable and has a great sense of humor. Stallone just doesn't have the same charisma. Yeah, although he's great in the Rocky films, First Blood, and Nighthawks.
I agree. Nighthawks is a really, really good movie. Satisfying.
Randy said, "Get to the chopper." Would become. Please proceed calmly toward the approved evacuation aircraft. The Hague said, "You two are great tonight." Just saying.
He's drinking himself into some affection here.
He must be on his 15th shot by now.
Yeah. You guys are my best friends ever.
Jeff Rubel said, in case you're interested, Rise of Skywalker is now on FX.
He's trying to bait me here. What the hell were those movies? Why didn't they like map out a trilogy from the beginning? You're going to do a big trilogy. Why don't you map out the story? Okay, we got one in the can. What do we do now?
Well, actually, that's going to be part 2 of tonight's show, Ross. Surprise!
Yeah. And they didn't even have to come up with a story for the first one, the seventh installment, because it was just Star Wars again.
Marianne said Arnold has funny comebacks in his movies. Stick around.
Stick around. Yeah, that was kind of bizarre with the with the one-liners in this movie, because they weren't consistently through the movie. You know, they would do stick around and knock knock. You know.
Yeah. Paul said Nighthawks is great. Yeah.
Wolfgar. Yeah.
Marianne, no, a Solo story is on FX now.
Yeah.
That actually
is an argument over that one. Yeah.
That movie actually isn't bad. I was expecting it to really.
No, now this is going to piss everybody off because I actually like Solo.
I actually enjoyed it too. It wasn't. I was expecting the worst, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, come on! They did a pretty good Lando in there, and it was fun. It was fun. It felt more like the original trilogy than the others did, you know. But everybody, of course, loves the Rogue One, and I thought Rogue One was good too.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you right now, though, Roy, before this goes any further, Star Wars is dead to me. I'm not seeing any more Star Wars. You can take your ragu and spaghetti, and I'm not going. Whatever's out there right now, it's not happening. And I'm not going any more trilogies. I'm done. No more Star Wars.
It would have been so much fun to have gone to see Indiana Jones and the.
It's one of the worst nights of my life.
Oh my God! You and I did
experience. Yeah.
Did we see that together?
No, we didn't. There was something that happened that we couldn't get together, and then I probably got sick or something again. And then just the whole experience of having to get into the AMC to see it, I just hated it. It was one of those things where you couldn't just get a ticket; you had to do the QR code and all this crap. And they had one person supervising everybody who didn't know what was going on. And then you get in there, and then all the awful entertainment news and the trailers, the assault with the trailers, and
then you're talking about the 30-minute trailers like per film.
I used to so look forward to trailers when we went in the 70s and 80s. I was so excited. We got to get there for the trailers. Hurry, we're going to miss the trailers. Previews.
Yep, previews.
Now it's like, oh my God. Yeah,
now you're trying to dodge the previews because it's like you go to see the preview and you might as well say, oh, I just saw the movie tonight.
Well,
it's awful.
And I've gone deaf and felt the pit of hell on my stomach. Yeah.
Oh boy. Paul said, I love you, man. Solo. Randy Lee said Solo underrated. The Hague said Solo was a good flick. Paul said Solo was all right. Marianne said Rogue One is better than Solo's Star Wars story.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you there.
Yeah. Actually, I felt that Rogue One was actually better than the entire last final trilogy, honestly. I mean, it was
such a controversial comment to make, Roy. You're a bold rascal.
Like that match. Jeff said Ross had a fake funeral for Star Wars. Hey, May. May's joining us from Canada. Welcome. She said, I just got home from work. Happy Friday, May. Thanks for being out there to join in the banter. DL said, oh, come on, Ross. The Mandalorian is excellent. I was extremely impressed with it.
I don't do streaming. I'm not doing any Disney streaming. Yeah.
Randy also said, Disney remake of this film. Let's all have some conflict resolution. Hey, and Warren's out there. Hey, Warren. He said, wait, did I walk into a Star Wars discussion and not hear mention of the award-winning Andor? That is
I have not seen any of the streaming stuff. Yeah.
Paul said, is Mandalorian still going? I trailed off in season 3.
And
John said, the Hague said controversy here. Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
Put your visors down. We're going in.
Are they doing Mandalorian still, or is that? Or did they just kind of make it? Is this the grand conclusion to the Mandalorian saga, the Baby Yoda baby yogurt saga?
I honestly don't know. Where you've got some pics on your private PM. Oh, I will check those out. Thank you, Chris. Chris, is it okay to share them? Let me know before I check them out. Dale just wrote, Ross has hit on the very reason I can't stand going to the movies today. They list the movie starting at a certain time, but you get 30 solid minutes of commercials and then another 30 minutes of previews, all of which the volume practically busts your eardrums. By the time the movie starts, I'm so pissed off to enjoy it.
Yeah, and they're all the trailers are exactly the same droning, and then the rapid accelerating, driving rhythm, and then But the new thing that I've noticed recently, that when they have the cast, they have to like do it like a do all the names like one at a time down the screen, like one of those boards at the Grand Central station where they kind of roll down. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but anytime they have like 6 stars in a movie, it's like doom, 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 doom. And one after another trailer does the same thing now. One company is making all of these, I'm convinced.
They probably are. You're probably right.
It's garbage. Yeah.
I would not doubt that one bit.
But you know what? If you enjoy it, fine.
Oh, there you go.
Knock yourself out. Have a good time. You have my blessing.
Oh, hang on one second. I'm trying to roll the comments down here. Hang on a second. Shari just commented. She said, personally, I don't know how you all keep track of which movie is which when it comes to Star Wars. I get them all mixed up. Lots of laughs.
What?
What? How? The Hague said movie started today. Wait a minute. Movie started today, I believe. Mandalorian and Grogu. Oh, that's right. I
thought it's been out for a couple of weeks already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
And Warren said Andor comes in 3rd place overall after Star Wars and ESB.
All right.
So there you go.
Glad you enjoy it. Have fun, everybody.
Ross isn't going. Ross isn't going to the party.
Yeah. I'm not paying for that crap. Enjoy.
Oh, wow. These are pretty cool. Hang on one second.
I heard good things about Andor. Don't get me wrong.
No.
I'm not invested in it. Yeah.
No, they've done a good job. Jeff said Forbes said Mandalorian Grogu. Rotten Tomatoes reviews narrowly avoids rotten score. Oh boy. There you go.
There you go. Exciting news.
That's the way it was.
Now, you know that I'm always talking about Arnold and about, we all know him. He was in the Conan, and that was like his breakout movie. And I'm always lamenting that they never made King Conan. They did the Conan the Destroyer.
Right.
Well, since we spoke about it last, it's been announced they're going to carry through. They're going to do King Conan.
Are they really?
Yeah, because I thought I said to you, remember the last time he said time is running out. Arnold's not going to be able to do the part anymore, and he's going to be I don't know what they're calling it. If they're calling it King Conan or not. That's always what they were calling it. I'm sorry that John Milius is not doing well. So he's probably not going to be involved at all because he's the one that wrote and directed the original. But yeah, I mean, and they could screw it up. It could be too much CGI, and it could be, obviously there's got to be like some younger guys, and he's got to be the kind of the mentor, I'm sure. But I'm sure he could pull it off still.
That should be really interesting. And when Conan came out in what, 81, 82, the first
82,
one?
yeah.
Yeah, so you're talking, by the time it comes out, you're talking like 45 years.
82 for me. That was like the ultimate summer movie year. Even though it didn't have my favorite summer movies of all time, it had so many summer movies. It's like, we talked about this. It's when they just became this well-oiled machine, but it wasn't so overworked that it was all by rote. You know what I mean? They were still being creative and surprising you with things. They weren't all just sequels. You know? So we had Blade Runner, and we had E.T., and we had and Conan the Barbarian, and I don't know what else was 82. Was that one of the Mad Max movies?
No, Mad Max I think came out in
81. Yeah, I'm thinking of Road Warrior. I can't remember. It was 81
right. That was 80. It was either 83, 84, 85.
No, it wasn't that late. It was either 81 or 82.
Really? Because I thought Tina Turner did that in 85 when she.
It's the next one. That was Beyond Thunderdome.
Oh, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah. They're a little confusing to keep straight because not a lot of people knew about the first one, so they think the second one's the first one.
Oh, okay. Hey, I want to share some pictures that Chris Trice just sent to me. So I'm going to put these on the screen. I'm going to try to share these.
Oh, and Poltergeist.
Chris, thanks for sharing these.
Yeah.
Oh, Poltergeist was 82. Yeah, because that came out Star Trek 2: The Wrath of Khan.
Star Trek Wrath of Khan. Oh my God, 82, baby.
Yeah, June 4th.
Sing it.
Both came out the same day.
Why are we talking about 82? Forget the Star Wars stuff. Let's go back to 82. Star Wars still had so much promise in 82. Yeah. Return of the Jedi was still a year away.
Yeah, right.
And Star Wars was perfect.
Oh, shoot.
Star Wars Galaxy was perfect so far. You still had Clive Revel as the Emperor with the monkey eyes.
Yes, that's right.
Before they ruined it.
All right, here we go. I'm going to share these photos. Chris, again, just shared these. Thanks so much, Chris. Actually. Now, Chris, if you can put in the comments section just to talk about these photos too, and I'm going to go through them.
So this is Alien versus Predator?
I'm not sure. That's why I'm going to have him post in the chat. He can, there's a little bit of a delay, so I'll give him a minute to.
And you're allowed to share these, right?
Yes, I already talked.
Just sent them to you.
Thank you, Ross. Thank you for checking to see if I did my due diligence and asking him. I did.
Yeah. Because you know how I am. I'm very.
Yeah, no, I am too, and that's why I asked him. 82 baby. Seeing some of these
Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer is showing in Philadelphia on Sunday.
Is it really?
Saturday or Sunday. There's a film forum there, and they've been doing this fantasy film festival the past 2 weeks, and it kills me because he did Excalibur tonight, and it's like, I already committed to the show. And they're doing another one tonight too that and they're doing Willow, I think, on later in the weekend. But anyway, it would have been cool to see. And Dragon Slayer's coming up, yeah.
Chris just wrote, I built the dish, Alien versus Predator, stands about 4 feet high. It was multiplied up to make a whole array. Wow. That's really cool. Look at the detail on that. Okay, I'm going to go to the next photo. Whoa. Chris, what is this tanker from?
So they're still using models, which is positive.
Yep. Oh yeah. No, he does amazing work. Actually, I'm going to go through them and then I'll come back and then I'll re-show them so that everybody can see, and then we'll get caught up on, because there's, like I said, there's a delay. Helicopter.
He's got the skulls there on the bandolier.
Yeah. Incredible detail. Oh.
What's going on here?
Chris said the icebreaker used to get to the Arctic, approximately 17 feet long.
Okay.
Whoa. Wow. Paul said the dish is significant in the climatic sequence. Man, I don't even remember that movie. Hold on a second. Wow, look at that. Very cool.
Yeah, see stuff like that. Like it reminds me of the original Star Wars, where they were like building stuff in warehouses and just coming up with the solutions to these
Look at that.
effects, and it made you love the movies.
Yeah.
Just the models and how they figured these things out. I'm not a digital guy.
And I think that's it that he sent.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thanks, Chris. Oops.
I don't know if you've seen the commercial for there's a new He-Man coming out. They're remaking He-Man or rebooting He-Man.
Are they really?
Yeah, it's just there's so much CG in it. I think they basically use the lead actors' heads, and everything else just looks like a video game. Awesome. There you go.
Chris said the track vehicles were 1/6 scale. The wipers and the flashing lights worked at 2.5 times normal speed because they were shot 2.5 times normal speed. Wow. Deal commented, "Wow, that's some amazing work, Chris. My compliments and thank you for sharing all of those." Yeah. So much, Chris.
Very cool.
So cool to say.
Excuse me.
Love seeing behind the scenes stuff like that. So detailed. Okay, just want to make sure I was caught up on everything here. Yeah, but we didn't even get to we brushed upon the director a little bit.
Oh, we did.
John
McTiernan, yeah.
Paul said, so cool. I love model photography.
Absolutely.
And Chris said, I've got hundreds, but not enough time. Oh, go ahead, Ross. I'm sorry.
I didn't say anything.
In regards to John.
Oh, John McTiernan, the director. Yeah. So he did these two big movies. He did Predator, which is a hit, and he did Diehard, which of course was a mega hit. And then he remade the Thomas Crown Affair with Pierce Brosnan. He did a couple other things. And I think he came back and did the third Die Hard movie, the one that had Samuel Jackson.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
But then there were some issues that kind of wrecked his career. And I don't even know if we should even go into it.
Nah, it's better that we don't. But
and don't worry, it's not anything like it's not like a Jeffrey Epstein thing or anything like that. It's just it was questionable behavior as far as you can read about it. Yeah. It has nothing to do with anything that you won't want the guy in your house or whatever. But he did some unethical stuff that got him in trouble with the studios and with the law.
Right. Ross, hold that thought for one moment. Dale says, I got to run for the night, guys. It was a blast as always. Until next time. Thank you so much, Dale. And folks, I just want to give Dale a quick shout out real quick, just while he's here. So I know you got to run, Dale, and then we'll come back. But just want to give a shout out to Dale for his book that is out. You can get this on Amazon, and it is The Return of the Flying Boat. And definitely check it out. We're going to be having Dale on sometime next month, and he's going to be talking about it. So I just to be announced when that is going to be. But he put a lot of time and effort into this. 2 pilots, 1 forgotten airplane, the adventure of a lifetime. So that's the tagline from that. So anyway, if you haven't already seen it,
pardon me, everybody,
on the show, and just wanted to give him thanks again, Dale, and talk to you soon.
Sorry, I'm just getting over that thing with my throat, and it's scratchy when I speak. So, but I don't know that he's had a major. I don't know if he's had a movie since that all went down. So,
yeah, I don't think he has, to be honest with you. So, yeah. But
he had a good run.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Dale. Absolutely. Yeah, and he turned out a really good product. So it's a shame that he's not making films.
He should have never remade Rollerball.
Yeah, right. Some things should be left alone. And when I think of Rollerball, I always think of us discussing that film and eating our wings
in the hoagie
during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's when I brought the hoagie in, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Super Bowl Sunday.
That was a good hoagie.
Those were good wings. But anyway,
yeah.
And then in regards to the music for this movie was excellent.
Alan Silvestri. Yeah, you know what though? Going back, it's funny because I'm so used to the crap music that we hear today in the movies, where it's all the droning and this actually had some lyrical parts that kind of made me, smile to myself and say, "Oh boy, how different the world was then." He actually created a whole denouement because after the action's over and they actually get on the helicopter or get on the chopper. When they finally get on the chopper, there's that moment where he's just sitting there in the back, and you don't know what's going through his mind, but you hear that kind of romantic music, melodic Silvestri music that kind of wraps up the movie, which you would not get in the movies today.
No.
You could really hear what he added to it.
So
but certainly there was a lot of action music in the movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't all, humble.
Marianne, thanks for joining. Have a good night too. Thanks for your kind words.
Oh my goodness. I used to have to get up at 3 a.m. on the weekends too. I sympathize. Yeah.
So happy you enjoyed the show. Have a good weekend.
Thanks for stopping. Yeah. Awful hours, especially on a weekend. I don't know where they live, but boy, I was living in Philadelphia, and the party never stopped on the weekends. I never got any sleep on the weekends. Yeah. Oh, anyway, so Alan Silvestri. I digress. So we know him, for the Robert Zemeckis films, Back to the Future, but did he do Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Yes,
okay.
He did. Yeah, he's kind of like Zemeckis's house composer, But you didn't grow up in Teaneck? Where did you grow up?
No, I was born in Teaneck.
You were born in Teaneck.
Born in Teaneck. We lived in where did we live? We lived in Hackensack, New Jersey. I always laugh because Hackensack. Right. Lex, my mom lives in Hackensack.
Yeah.
But no, it was Hackensack, North Bergen, Wallington, and then Lopakong. So,
Silvestri grew up in Teaneck.
Oh,
okay. He studied at the Berklee College of Music in Boston, but he was part of a band in Teaneck called the Wildcats, and he used to play drums for them. And he wound up out in Hollywood. I guess he decided he wanted to be a session musician, so he's playing guitar, a session guitarist in the bands the orchestras that would record for the movies. And then he was given a shot. The producer of the Doberman Gang, Silvestri was in the group of musicians, and he said, "I want you to write the score." So that was his first film score for the Doberman Gang. I don't, you remember that one, right? With Doberman's robbing the banks. Did we talk about this?
No.
I think it became a trilogy. I think they made several of those Doberman Gang movies.
You know what? We did talk about this.
This is like pure 70s stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, so he didn't know the first thing about writing music for the movies. So we got Earl Hoggan's book and read that and got some ideas from that. But somehow he got through the Doberman Gang. But Zemeckis was really his breakthrough. He did Romancing the Stone. And then after that, Back to the Future. And once he did Back to the Future, that really opened the doors for him. Spielberg wanted a bigger sound. He wanted an orchestral sound, and that's because I don't know if you remember, Romancing the Stone was more contemporary sounding. It had drum kits and things. The Doberman Gang. Yes.
Doberman Gang has been discussed on the show.
I think we have to do a show about the Doberman Gang now.
No, it's so funny. I forgot that it was. Yeah. 1972, Ross. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Crazy.
I remember when I was playing at the State Theater in Easton. But
James said he was the composer from season 2 of
Chips. He was the primary composer of Chips. Yeah, wow. He did dozens and dozens of episodes of Chips. Yeah. And he did Romancing the Stone. He did Roger Rabbit, as you said. I think he did Forrest Gump, right? He had to have, if he did all the Zemeckis movies. And then they started doing the Go Motion movies. And
No, I was going to say he probably did.
And Castaway. And somebody put up The Abyss. I didn't read the comment, but I know we talked about The Abyss not too long ago, and we were both shocked that Silvestri did the music.
Yeah, James wrote, Alan borrowed a lot of cues which you can hear in The Abyss.
I wonder. Oh, he borrowed them from The Abyss to here, or from here to The Abyss, or Abyss was, when was The Abyss? I don't even remember now. It was in the 80s, but
that was in the 80s. That was my goodness, what was that around? No, wait a minute.
We only just did it. We're getting to be old men now.
Jeez,
nothing sticks. We can tell you anything from back in the day, but yeah, I don't remember actually The Abyss. But anyway, I remember
The Abyss was 89. You know what movie I always think of? I always think of Leviathan and The Abyss. They came out the same time. They were both 89.
So The Abyss was actually after this. Wow.
Yeah, not by much.
I remember both of us were very surprised that Silvestri did the music for The Abyss. We both thought it was a James Horner score.
Yes, absolutely.
It was very Horner-esque, it seemed. But yeah, so he did that. He did. Then he got into the whole Von Helsing era. Von Helsing and the Avengers, and he did Captain America. Captain America was fun. It was kind of a throwback to the Indiana Jones type sound, but he's still active. He's 76 years old.
Yeah, he's not that old.
He's still working. Well, you for most people they'd be retired, but film composers just keep going. Yeah.
Oh, look at John Williams, right?
John Williams, 94.
Yeah.
And he's got what's it called? What's the movie? The Disclosure Day coming up in a couple of weeks. He did the score for that.
Crazy. Jack Daly. Hey, Jack. He said Chips had a lot of electronic disco type musical themes. Painful
of the era. Yeah.
Of the era.
Well, apparently,
crap like most of Cameron's work.
He's not a fan.
He's not a fan. Yeah. I love the Aliens. I'm sorry.
Don't bet against Cameron, though.
Nah.
I guess The Abyss was the only one of his films that didn't really go through the roof. That one did a little worse than people expected, but otherwise he always makes the top grossing movie of all time.
Well, remember
you can't possibly make another Avatar movie that's going to be the top movie of all time.
You remember how
Avatar 25?
Yeah,
no. Yeah.
It's like Airplane 28, or Rocky 28.
I don't see the fascination in Avatar, but
you remember how happy the cast was doing The Abyss? Some of them won't even talk about it to this day.
Yeah.
They were so miserable.
Yeah, they all had near-death experiences.
Goodness.
And they all got yelled at by James Cameron. So I don't know which is worse. Yeah,
it's almost like what's his name? He was right up there with oh my God, Kubrick. I think of
Shelley
Duvall.
Yeah,
during the Shining, how he pretty much ripped her apart.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, thanks for joining. Chris is joining us from Louisville. The Abyss had serious message story behind it. Yeah. No, it did. But we were talking about how difficult Cameron could be. But,
yeah. And we enjoyed the movie. We liked the movie.
Oh yeah. But no, very much enjoyed his music, Alan Silvestri.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they wanted to go with Michael Kamen for the movie, the guy who did Die Hard and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. It would have been before Die Hard, because this is the year before, because
because Die Hard came out in '88.
Yeah, so he did the music for Die Hard. Kamen did, but the producer Joel Silver had heard Back to the Future, and he wanted Silvestri to do the music for Predator. That's how it works, boys and girls. You have one hit and everybody wants you. The guy did Back to the Future. Yeah, he'd be perfect for this.
So funny.
I love the part where Predator punches Biff out. Yeah.
Highlander.
Highlander. Oh yeah, that's another Michael Kamen, right? Or the Queen got involved with that though, didn't they? But Michael Kamen did, I think, the orchestral part.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure.
He did Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and Mr. Holland's Opus, and I don't know, other movies.
Hey, I want to say hi to Don Bethman. Don, welcome. He's joining us from Delaware. Good to see you out there, Don. Chris commented, James Cameron had a meeting with Jerry Anderson about making a movie of Thunderbirds. Jerry declined and didn't even know who Cameron was. Can you imagine a Thunderbirds movie made by Cameron? And Aliens, the dropship is Cameron's version of Thunderbird 2. The second one even has 2 on the side. Oh, that's a nice bit of info. Thanks for sharing, Chris. That's cool.
Would have been puppets. Yeah.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Jonathan Frakes direct Thunderbirds, the one that eventually came out? And I don't think it did very well in the sadly didn't do well at the box office. In fact, he was just talking about that on his podcast with Brent Spiner, Dropping Names. If you haven't checked that out, folks, it's pretty good. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, Chris said Queen was involved in the Highlander soundtrack. Okay. But so what was the last thing he actually did as far as music then, Ross?
Geez, I don't know. He died young-ish. I don't even know. I guess he was about 50 when he died. I can't remember what he died of.
No, I mean Alan Silvestri.
Oh, Silvestri. Oh, he's still going. I don't know what he's done. Probably one of the Avengers movies or something.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, he's tied into those Marvel movies.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, you could very easily find out on, just IMDb him.
Chris said Jonathan Frakes did direct the 2004 version of Thunderbirds. It did flop at the box office. I thought so. Chris said that's the crap kitty Thunderbirds we don't talk about. I gotcha, Chris. And then James said, "Yep, he sure did." I thought so. Wow, that was 2004. That was 22 years ago already. God. Oh,
Michael Kamen was 55.
Wow, he was really young.
He had multiple sclerosis.
Yeah, I know.
But died of a heart attack, actually.
Oh, wow. That's tragic.
Yeah.
I know. So many composers, and there's not a lot of the major composers. I mean, I still get so upset when I think about, you just mentioned them. James Horner.
Oh, James Horner. Well, Silvestri is another one of these guys who's a pilot. He's a licensed jet pilot. So, and that's how Horner died. Well, the prop plane, but Horner died. He was at 60s?
Yeah, 60s? He was young.
Yeah. So,
Chris commented. He said Frakes watched 3 episodes of the series on the plane flying to the UK. His brief was to make another Spy Kids. That explains that. Chris said the 2004 version of Thunderbirds was a huge misfire.
Yeah, the last score, the most recent score by Silvestri, of course, is Avengers: Secret Wars.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, and Avengers: Doomsday, he's done too. So these are pending, I guess.
Yeah.
So you'll have more Alan Silvestri coming up.
That's cool.
Yeah. He sold his soul to Marvel.
Could have been Disney. One thing I wanted to put out there, and thanks, Ross. Thanks for all that info. That's
you're welcome.
In regards to, I always like to give Starlog Magazine a shout out because back in the day, that was our internet, folks. And Starlog issue number 120 in July, mind you, talked about Predator. In fact, I thought Predator was actually on the cover of Starlog, but it wasn't until Predator 2. So
why is Star Wars so prominently displayed? I guess just to sell the magazine.
Spectacular 10th anniversary salute to George Lucas's Star Wars, because this would have been 1987.
87, yeah. And if you look down on the small print, you see Superman 4.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't make that the cover story.
Oh, hurt me.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was worse. I think three was pretty bad, and it's like, you know, I don't know. I won't even go down that road.
Really, it can't get any worse.
No, yeah, and then they did 4. God help us.
Yeah.
Oh well, it is what it is.
Let's see what canon does with Superman.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That's a shame.
It is a shame. It's a shame. That's what happens when you make Superman with no money, with no budget.
But
I just all the money went to the stars.
I wonder if Chris has any. Chris, do you have any? Oh, you know what? Chris sent me another photo to share too. Hold on one second. I'm going to put that up. Give me 1 second. I am going to bring that up on the screen. And while I'm doing that, Chris, do you have any stories to? Oh, he's out of here. He said later, dudes. Thanks so much, Chris.
Later, dudes.
Appreciate the photos, and have a great night.
I'm going to do that too.
What's that?
Later, Roy.
You've been waiting to say that, Ross. I want to show the last slide that he shared, though. Right. Hold on, I'm going to bring that up on the screen. Just give me 1 second. It is late in the UK. Appreciate him being there because it's 12. It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I'm having some technical issues. Can you believe that?
I can't believe it.
It just seems
I'm scandalized.
Here are the cool photos that he shared.
All right, let me see.
So let me bring this over. Oh, critical error. That's not good. I might lose your Ross.
He sent you a virus.
No.
No, he's so great. Sayonara, Roy. Good night, dudes. They're so long, dudes. It ate the whole site. It's that guy from Norway. Hell, Norway.
Hell, Norway. Mm-hmm. I lost your Ross. I have audio only.
What?
I said I have audio only. I can't find.
You can't see me?
I can't see you. Can you see me?
That's good. I'm not wearing pants.
Oh, that's just lovely. There we go. All right. I think I got it. Stay on target. Stay on target. All right. Give me a second. Here we go. Actually, this is pretty cool. They're the radar dishes.
Oh, yeah, very cool.
It's pretty cool.
Very cool.
And October 3rd, 2004, low Earth orbit, Whaling Corporation satellite. That was the satellite that he was showing us earlier.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Thanks again, Chris.
It's tempting me to see these crossover movies.
He said, if you look closely, the weathering on every dish is the same because it's the same model. Yeah, but that's still very, very cool. But I see what you mean, though.
Trey Cool.
Yep. Nope. All righty. There we go. So, I guess it's time to start winding down, Ross. We covered a lot. Definitely a fun movie, a lot of action. And I would highly recommend. I would say it definitely stands up after 40 years. And you can't go wrong with Arnie.
No, you can't. Except Total Recall.
I enjoyed Total Recall. I actually laughed through parts of that movie.
See you at the party, Richter.
And I thought Michael Ironside. I thought he did.
That was like it was the peak of unnecessary violence.
Although I did want to give him a hand at the end of the movie, or maybe 2.
It was so ludicrous. Yeah, that part. I mean, after they got done drilling people and doing all kinds of awful stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty violent.
Pretty violent.
It was a violent film, but anyway,
Anyway,
it was
I wanted my action movies PG or PG-13. It's okay if you rip somebody's heart out if you're Mola Ram, but
I still don't like that movie.
I didn't really like the R-rated stuff that much.
I was not a fan. I was not a fan of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
I know you weren't, but I'll take it over any of the. I'll take it over the last Indiana Jones movie.
Well, I agree with that, and I would also I would take Total Recall over that. Chris said based on a transatlantic dish at the Goonhilly in Devon. Oh, very cool. Devon. I always do that. Devon. Yeah. Thank you. Don said can't wait for a King of Conan. Yeah.
We should have a field trip. We should get a bus. We'll rent a bus and we'll all go to see King Conan.
There we go.
That'd be great.
That would be great.
We'll just drive around the country and pick everybody up.
Let's
and Canada.
Oh boy. Alrighty. So anyway, I want to give I'm gonna go to the shout outs and let me get that up on the screen. We'll go through this relatively quickly. And
good.
And then we'll circle back. Yeah, we're almost at the top of the hour, the second hour. So
yeah.
Anyway,
it's over.
Ross is losing his mojo. Ross is losing his testosterone. he lost it in the arm wrestle.
Yeah, that's what it is. When I crush your head like a grape.
I will pump you up.
I accidentally used all my testosterone.
Ross is depleted.
But it was so satisfying. It was like The Fly.
I'll be back. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to our friends Mike and Mary Beth, Sci-Fi Distilled. They are on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I'm not sure what they're doing this coming Wednesday, but stay tuned. They just gave a great update on the Galileo project that was going on for the Kickstarter that took place, and also with William Shatner. There's a lot of great guests that are going to be at the Star Trek Original Series set tour next month. So anyway, definitely check Mike and Mary Beth out, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Want to give a shout out to our friend Bill Scorado for Country Gate Players. If you are in the Bethlehem, if you are in the Belvedere, New Jersey area, you will definitely want to check out Country Gate, especially when they're doing performances. Right now, for their schedule that they have going on, Country Gate is going to be doing the Addams Family musical, and this is part of the youth performance workshop that's taking place. The performance dates are Friday, July 24th at 7 p.m., Saturday, July 25th at 1 p.m., and then Sunday, July 26th at 1 p.m. For information, you can go to Country Gate's website, which is www.countrygate.org. And also you can visit Bill's website, which also gives an update about the projects that he has going on, and that is www.billscorado.com. Also, a shout out to our friend Captain Phil from Captain Phil's Planet, WUSB 90.1 FM, Stony Brook, New York. The captain's schedule is Thursdays from 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. He's also on Friday nights from 10 to 11:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, except for the fourth Friday of each month. So definitely check out Captain Phil. Also want to give a shout out to our friend John Kenneth Muir for Abnormal Fixation. A lot of cool stuff. If you have not checked out Abnormal Fixation, season 2 has dropped. And that is the 7 episodes. There's one more episode that will be premiering, and it's called Monstrous Mary. That will be sometime this spring. And actually, I think John did drop another episode just this week. I got to go circle back. I've just been kind of like inundated. But if you haven't seen Abnormal Fixation, you definitely want to check it out. It is amazing. Also, I keep saying, and I'm going to circle back with John, I am going to be having John to be on the show, and we are going to be doing a discussion about 60s and 70s sci-fi. So looking forward to that, and definitely check out Abnormal Fixation. Also, Star Trek Original Series set tour, as I was just saying, is coming with William Shatner, and that's going to be the dates of June 25th through the 28th next month. For information, you can go to the website, which is www.startrektour.com. It is going to be an amazing appearance by a lot of cool people. So definitely check your calendars, and also check out the website at the Set Tour. Tickets are available. And then also want to give a shout out to Craig Owen and Tim Ellis. Craig is with Zyka Toys, and Tim Ellis is with Giant Leap. And they have done an incredible reimagining of the Mattel Eagle that took place back in 1976, and they have released the Eagle 1976. There are many incarnations with this. There are there's the standard, there's the Green Eagle, as I will call it, and then there's also the Retro Eagle, which is back from the Eagle 1976. And then also, if you were lucky enough to get the Fanderson, there were 300, by Jamie Anderson, through Anderson Entertainment. There were the 311 special release also. And this has been updated and is an amazing project that they have done. And I cannot say enough about it. So definitely check out their website. And it's all over the Space 1999 sets. The fans are going ecstatic, and it is very, very cool. So just check it out. And I am going to be having them on the show hopefully sometime next month, just to talk about this incredible project. And again, thank you to Jamie Anderson, Fanderson Entertainment, and then all Anderson Entertainment, and also in regards to what Tim and Craig have done. So Jamie Anderson. Also, Manchester 1999. Dates, September 11th, 12th, 13th, 2026, taking place. Manchester 1999, The Last Sunset. My friend Warren Friedrich is handling this, and the dates are in place. For website information, go to www.space199950years.com. Scheduled guests are Nick Tate, Anton Phillips, Suzanne Heimer Peterson, also Carolyn Seymour, John Hugg will also be there, and some other folks. And it's going to be an amazing convention. So again, that's taking place in Manchester 1999. And then with that, Return to Moonbase Alpha. The Kickstarter did an incredible job with regarding the funds that were raised for this very special project. Again, Warren knocked it out of the park with this, and it's coming to fruition. It's going to be taking place during the time of the event, and also lots of updates coming in regards to that. So just keep, stay tuned on the Space 1999 sites just to find out everything that's taking place in regards to that. And also shout out to my son Ryan for Run by Ryan, www.runbyryan.com, online coach and service provider. There's no service fee for registering on the website, but if you decide to enroll, there are different levels for that. So definitely check out Rye's website information. He's very passionate about that. And Ross, if you can let everybody know what you've got planned.
Where'd that sweater come from? No, we've already done this where I put on the headphones there so we can recreate the photo.
There you go.
But all right, these are the 3 recorded shows I've got. Picture Perfect just ended. So that show was Valor and Sacrifice. It was a Memorial Day film music show. It was all war movies. Sweetness and Light's a light music program. So rather than go the real Memorial Day route, it's about picnics. It's all music about picnics tomorrow morning on the light music show. Yeah. And The Lost Chord, which is unusual and neglected classical music. We're back to the hardcore Labor Day or Memorial Day salute, and they're all music written for the fallen. There's an orchestral work by Bernard Herrmann called For the Fallen. There's a piece by Aaron Copland, a violin sonata that he wrote in memory to a friend who died in the Pacific. He was a pilot. And there was a piece by John Duffy. It's a big cantata, work for voice and orchestra called A Time for Remembrance, a peace cantata. And it's narrated by James Earl Jones, by the way.
Wow.
So these shows can be heard at the times indicated. And I'll tease the last 2 of them there because the film show's over. But Sweetness and Light and The Lost Chord I'll write up tomorrow morning on my Facebook page at Classic Ross Amico. And if you haven't checked out my website yet, that's what is it? It's rossamico.com.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Good night, everybody.
Also, they can listen to your kwax.uoregon.edu as well too, right?
Yeah, that's where you can hear the shows. Sure.
Yeah.
Just
to plug that out there too.
Yeah. I mean, I might put that in the write-up, so I didn't even mention it. But
okay.
You can stream it from there. Exactly.
And Ross, what is your website address again?
What is it? I think it's rossamico.com. That's my website.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I should know these things.
Nope, definitely want to put it out there.
But it's what I do is I write my posts on the website, and they automatically get sent over to Facebook. Is how it works.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I have to tweak it if I add another image or something.
Right.
But that's the deal for now.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
More.
And just to let everybody know, okay, there's no show this Sunday. It is Memorial Day weekend here in the U.S. So happy Memorial Day to everybody that's serving, and we
remember our war day. Yeah,
remember our those that served and that are celebrating is what I was trying to say. But so no show Sunday, but Gordon Moriguchi and I will be back this Monday, which is going to be Monday, May 25th, and we're going to do a special holiday broadcast. It'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. After all, it's going to be raining here in New Jersey on the Northeast, and we will be covering Space 1999, looking for that habitable planet. Year 2. We did last Sunday. We did year 1. We are going to do year 2. We're going to do the second part of that discussion, and we just ran out of time because it was like 2 hours. We were just like there, so we cut it off. But we're coming back to do the second part. If you enjoyed the first part, which we hope you did, we'll be covering that this coming Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So. And then Ross and I will figure out what we're going to be doing for next Friday.
Wow.
I believe will be 29th. So
that's right. It's Eric Wolfgang Korngold's birthday.
I did not know that.
Today is Wagner's birthday.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't do anything for it, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, one last comment. I didn't get it in before, and that was from Chris. He said Indiana Jones Temple of Doom was too dark and violent. I didn't like it either. Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Wasn't the best of the movies, but I'll take it over the last one any day.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But everyone, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the show. And yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
We hope you have a nice weekend. Last words, Ross?
Oh, I've got no last words. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame it's going to rain around here, I guess, but I hope everybody has, an enjoyable weekend. It is Memorial Day, so we're supposed to be honoring, those who gave their lives, for our country. But we eat burgers and have 3-legged races and things like that too, because it's the start of summer. It's the unofficial start of summer.
It really is.
So, yeah, that's why when we first started talking about movies, we were kind of kicking around like a summer movie we hadn't done yet. Kind of, relive those days. But anyway, see, never ask me to come up with the last word because I'll have too many words. And they won't go anywhere. It'll just be embarrassing. Yeah.
Last words coming out too here from our viewers. I like to think the last indie film was a shared hallucination. There you go. Yeah. Not even a shower scene, just a bad hallucination. Well, live long and I don't have time to bleed from Randy. And Lou said, have a good weekend, everyone.
You too, Lou. I'm glad Randy didn't send us anything for this one. It would have been like a box full of viscera.
Well, on that night. Live long and prosper, everyone. Thanks again.
Live long and prosper. Which hand? This one.
Oh, there you go.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.